The 10th episode, extravaganza. I keep saying extravaganza. It's extravaganza. Why am I saying extravaganza? Extravaganza sounds like a Spanish lady. I don't get it.
RuPaul.
Oh
Extravaganza.
yeah! Oh my
Surprised you
gosh.
forgot about that, actually.
I did. RuPaul osmosis his way into my brain. I completely forgot.
Welcome to the Foolish Wanderers podcast.
Why must I be surrounded by fools?
Welcome, Wanderer.
Hey, Wanderers. Welcome back to the Foolish Wanderers podcast. Today is a big milestone for us.
It is the 10th episode, extravaganza.
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 And today we're talking about
The top 10 weird oddity celebrities. Oh wait, not that.
Where did that come from?
I don't know, my brain panicked. We're talking about the top 10 weird celebrations from around the world.
And Kendra made a list, so we're gonna be
cracking that cold one open.
But first, before we get started, we want to plug all of our social medias.
Okay, you can email us at
fwplisteners@gmail.com.
You can follow us and then DM us on Instagram at
Foolish Wanderers Podcast.
And then subscribe to us on YouTube
at the Foolish Wanderers Podcast.
Thank you.
Alright, should we get into the 10 weirdest celebrations?
Yes. Okay, here we go. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Number 1. Or is it 10? Do we go down from 10 or do we count up to 10?
I think it depends. It depends.
Let's go down.
To be the most grandiose?
I don't know. They're all grandiose. It's just a list. It's just a list. There's not a competition. Right. It's just a list. It's a participation trophy for everybody. Here we go.
No one wins. Everyone won.
Yeah, no one wins. Right. Everyone wins. Here we go. Right. Number 10. Wife Carrying World Championship.
The what?
The Wife Carrying World Championship. This takes place in Finland.
Oh.
The Wife Carrying... I'm not even going to try to do what it is in Finn because Finnish is very hard to say. Anything in Finnish is hard. It's a hard language to learn. So, wife carrying started in 1992 in Finland. The exact origins of the tradition are unknown, but each story has something to do with theft.
Oh. Okay.
Today, wife carrying is practiced around the world. Participants are allowed to carry their wives in a variety of ways, including piggyback, fireman's carry, or Estonian style. So the Estonian style is where the wife hangs upside down with her legs around her husband's shoulders. So it'd be like reverse piggyback.
Okay.
Think of it like that, like reverse piggyback.
Okay, I can't think of
your face would be like smacking into his butt. Okay.
Well, how is that comfortable or easy?
I don't know. It's the Estonian style. Don't ask me.
Okay.
I'm not Estonian.
Okay.
Anyway, the husbands carry their wives across a 253.5 meter track riddled with obstacles. Oh. The prize is awarded based on the wife's weight in beer. So that's the prize. Like, your wife weighs 130 pounds, you will receive 130 pounds in beer.
Oh shit! I hope it's not all at once, because you can't carry anybody after that.
I mean, like, it depends if they give you like a keg of it, because a keg,
yeah.
I mean, it's gonna lose like the pressure, and the beer will go bad eventually. It's not a great prize to have over a long period of time, but It's fun. It's kitschy. It's fun. Okay, we move on. To number 9. This title sounds very freaky, but it's PG.
Okay.
The Baby Jumping Festival. That takes place in Spain, in Castrillo de Murica? No, it's not Murica. It looks like Murica, but we probably say Murcia. Castrillo de Murcia in Spain. Again, I am very sorry. I am just a simpleton American that butchers any language, including English. Okay, so the baby jumping festival is it happens 60 days after Easter during the feast of Corpus Christi.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, isn't Corpus Christi in Texas? It's like a city in Texas.
Yeah. Uh,
What?
That's a religious holiday.
Corpus Christi. That just means like Christ's body?
I believe so.
Oh my
Hold on.
god.
Yeah, so
I
Thursday,
can't.
June 3rd. Well, I guess it's this year. So it's coming
Okay.
up.
All right, baby jumping festival. It's coming up.
So the Feast of Corpus Christi is also known as Solemnity, the Solemnity of the Most Holy Body and Blood of Christ. It's a Roman
Okay.
Catholic tradition.
I find it freaky that Texas decided to have a city named after it's literally Jesus' corpse.
Yeah, I didn't realize that until you said that. Now it sounds.
All right.
Yeah.
We move on. Anyway, the baby jumping festival is a baptismal ceremony where the babies who were born over the last year they're baptized.
Oh.
So the religious custom dates back to the early 1600s. Men dressed in traditional devilish clothing. They terrorized the crowd before running down the street and jumping over the babies who have been carefully laid out on pillows. No injuries have been reported, people, but the Catholic higher-ups frown upon the ritual.
I mean, all it just takes is one guy to slip and you're.
It's terrifying.
Oh, I can
The
imagine.
it's just it just looks like a parade,
Hmm.
and then the babies are placed on pillows, and they have cute little outfits on, and then men in, like, matador-looking outfits just, like, run, and then they just leap over the babies.
Okay. Is that to like signify like the devil jumping out at them or something like that?
Yeah, like,
Oh,
this
okay.
they're absolved of sin, like, the sin is gone. Yeah, so
Okay.
again, people, no injuries have been reported.
Okay, that's good.
The baby, yep. So it's not jumping babies. It's just grown men jumping on No, it's not jumping on babies. It's jumping over the babies.
Okay.
The babies are fine. It's okay. All right, we move on to number 8. Cheese rolling.
Oh, I've heard of this one.
This
Yeah.
one happens in Gloucestershire, England, in the UK. So not every day. I take that back. Here we go.
That's a lot of
Start again.
cheese.
You have a mountain of cheese at that point. Okay, here we go. Cheese rolling. Every year on a cool day at the end of May, grown adults gather in the village of Brockworth to chase a rolling 9-pound wheel of double Gloucestershire cheese down a steep hill. Yes, grown adults do this. Before the race down Cooper's Hill, the fences are removed, the undergrowth is cut, and the site is swept for the stones and other dangerous objects. But the race is still dangerous for competitors and spectators. Over the years, many have been seriously injured due to the steepness and uneven terrain of this hill, and the bulk of the cheese and the bulk and speed of the cheese itself.
Well, yeah, you have a
This
9-pound wheel of cheese
I
rolling
mean,
at you.
kind of like I imagined it like Indiana Jones running away from, like, that boulder, but instead it's just like a little thing of cheese.
I think they're running after it, aren't they? Not running from it.
Oh yeah, they're running after
So,
the cheese. It's like the winner has to catch the cheese
yeah.
going down. Yep.
Yep.
So I take that example back.
Close enough. Play it reverse, so you got it right.
This led to a loss of official management in 2010, but the locals are hugely proud of their traditional event, and it carries on today unmanaged.
Oh.
And yeah, so it's
Well,
kind of more sketchy than it was.
yeah, I mean, go at your own risk, but
But in 2015, around 4,000 people came to watch the event.
oh man.
Alrighty, we move on. Is this number? It's 7.
Mhm.
All right, number 7. The International Hair Freezing Contest in Whitehorse, Yukon, Canada.
Oh no.
Here we go.
Okay.
Located up in the frigid province of Yukon, Canada, the International Hair Freezing Contest is a fun, I doubt it, winter celebration that occurs every February at the Takini hot pools.
Okay.
Participants in the contest dunk their heads in the hot water of the pools and then create frosty hairdos by shaping their locks as they freeze in the cold air above.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So temperatures in the area can reach below negative 30 degrees Celsius, or that would be negative 22 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's nuts.
That's insane. What do the people get for potentially getting frostbite? They receive a small cash prize.
Not hairspray? Well, dang
Well, I mean,
it.
they have hairspray because of their.
Could you imagine even getting out of that spring though then and like having to put clothes on before you freeze the rest of your body?
I mean, no. I've been to a sauna like ice plunge before
Mm-hmm.
where it's like for charity
Yeah.
and where the contestants people, the jumpers
The
they'll be,
contestants.
like, in the sauna, like, getting ready, like, getting warm,
Mm-hmm.
and then the people will cut using, like, a chainsaw, cut, like, a hole in the ice.
Yeah, I've heard of that
And
before.
then yeah, and then they'll just come and run under the hot sauna, and then they'll go into the freezing temperatures of the lake, and then they immediately come up, like, screaming, and they, like, run back into the sauna.
Yeah.
It's not good for you to have, like, extreme temperature to then bam, to the other extreme temperature. It's
No.
not good for, like, your I think it's, like, your nervous system or something.
I think so. Yeah, I think because when we were down in Florida when I was young, my parents would say like, because it'd be, I think it was like almost 100 degrees down there, and then we kept wanting to go back inside the air conditioning, but they got after us because we kept going in and out, and like it's not good for your system. So
Yeah,
yeah, now I know.
alright. Now you know.
The more you know. Let me see the the reading rainbow. The more you
Oh,
know.
yeah.
There you go.
Okay, we move on to number 6. Is it 6?
Yes, I believe so.
Oh my gosh, thank God you're keeping track. Okay,
You have
number
the
6.
list.
I know I have the list, but I just am happy that you're keeping track, because I am not. Alright, here we go. Number 6 is the Monkey Buffet Festival in Lopburi, Thailand.
Are these monkeys eating at the buffet?
You do not eat the monkeys.
Okay,
The
good.
buffet is for the monkeys.
Okay, that's a lot better.
The local monkey population is around 2 to 3,000
Oh my
monkeys.
gosh.
And this is like it's a little province, it's north of Bangkok.
Okay.
So they are gifted with a feast of 4,000 kilograms of fruits, vegetables, cakes, and candies. And this happens every November.
Oh wow.
So after the monkeys are given their little treat, kids dress up as the monkeys and they perform dances.
uh,
So the festival first started as early as 1989, and it's run by a local businessman who thought of this unique way to like bring tourism to the town.
that's not old at all.
Yeah, so luckily for him and the monkeys, it worked, and they are on the list at number 6.
Alrighty then.
With that, we move on to number 5,
Alright.
the World Toe Wrestling Championships in England. So it moves around like the location of like the wrestling championships, the toe wrestling championships varies, but the practice originated in the village of Wheaton,
I think it's Wheaton.
Staffordshire. Is it Wheaton?
I
Okay,
believe so.
Wheaton, Staffordshire in the 1970s. It was born out of the desire for the UK to have its own championship in some type of sport. Oh,
Okay.
so it's just like arm wrestling, except the two people go up against one another in each match, and it is one best of 3. That's the winner.
Okay.
Players can only take part in the tournament after a thorough toe examination by a qualified nurse.
Yeah, I can see why. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's icky. Don't Google the images. It's disgusting.
Or do, if that's your thing.
All right.
So, do they like have to interlock toes then? Like, is it their big toes that are fighting?
It's their big toe, so it's like their
Okay.
big toe, and then I call it the pointer toe. I don't know if it's called the pointer toe or not.
The
It's
second
the
one.
toe, it's the second one in.
Okay.
It's just like arm wrestling, so it's like their heels are on the table, and then they interlock their big toe with the second toe, and then they try and, you know, tip the I don't it's like arm wrestling. You just kinda try and
So from side to
overtake
side.
the yeah.
Okay.
I
Fascinating.
don't know. It's weird. I don't understand why they needed to have their own championship. That makes sense, but then they were like, toe wrestling.
Yes.
There's
Perfect.
plenty of other viable sports to have champ. I don't get it. That one's weird.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Did you
This
watch
next,
videos of this?
I just saw pictures. I didn't want to watch video.
Okay.
I couldn't bring myself to watch a video. It just seems icky.
Okay.
Like athlete's foot.
Oh, okay. We move on now.
We move on now to the air. So what are we? Number 4?
Yes, ma'am. I'm just gonna
Number
make
4.
cards for you and just show you what number we're on.
That's probably good. All right, number 4, the Air Guitar World Championship that takes place in Finland.
Yes, that sounds
Yes.
fantastic.
The Air Guitar World Championship has been held annually in Finland since 1996
Oh, wow.
as part of a music video festival. So it started as a joke. It's now turned into a very serious competition. Participants must play air guitar on stage in 2 rounds, with each lasting at least 1 minute. One song is chosen by the participant and one by the organizer. They must play air guitar only, no drums, piano, etc. And they are scored out of 6. The idea I can't say this word. The ideology behind oh my god, I can just say the idea.
Yeah.
The idea behind the event is a simple one. Wars would end and all the bad things would go away if everyone just played air guitar. I don't get that either.
What are you scored on exactly?
It's like flair.
Okay.
How it's just all flair. It's just like a pageant sort of crowd work.
Oh, that makes yeah.
Like, look up videos on YouTube. It's funny.
I think I've
It's funny.
seen some. Yeah.
Alrighty, we are on number 3.
Yay.
I'm gonna butcher this pronunciation of this. I am sorry to all the people of Hong Kong. The the Chiao. I have no idea. The Ching Chow Bun Festival in Hong Kong. I don't know. It's Cheung.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I don't want to say anything
Any-
wrong. So.
I don't either.
Okay.
So during this festival, I don't want to say it again. During this traditional Chinese festival, participants historically raced up a tower of buns to grab the highest bun, which would bring them the best fortune. The annual festival dates back to the 18th century and marks the 8th day of the 4th month in the Chinese calendar, which coincides with the celebration of Buddha's birthday. The event's official bun supplier is, I don't want to say it, it's
I'm just trying to spell it. Just spell it.
Kwok Kam Ki. The event's official bun supplier, Kwok Kam Ki, makes more than 60,000 buns for the Bun Festival. The centerpiece of the event are 3 60-foot bamboo towers covered in buns, which at the present festival are scaled by 3 trained men. So they used to have participants. All the participants would try and climb the buns to get the top bun,
Okay.
the angel, the star of
Yeah,
the.
like the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the pictures are really cool.
So now it's just 3 people, 3 guys that get to do it.
It's that trained people that scale it to get the buns.
Okay. Because like, there's only so many people I feel like that could actually climb it before it falls apart.
Yeah, 'cause it's bread.
Yeah.
It's just buns.
Just buns.
Just buns.
Just buns. That makes me think of the Finn song from Adventure Time. I went
Which
back to
song?
it, baby, and just shaking my hands. Never mind. You remember that when he's a baby, he's dancing in the
No.
bathroom? Okay.
I'm sorry.
You
I
watched
don't-
that show, right?
Yeah.
Watched that? Yeah.
I watch so many things. My brain can only hold so much information at a time. All right, we are moving on to number 2. Oh, here we go.
Alright.
Number 2, Burning Man,
Oh,
which
yes.
takes place in Black Rock Desert, Nevada, in the United States of America. At the end of every summer, an artistic community comes together to create and dismantle a city in the Nevada desert. Founded in 1986 in San Francisco, California, Burning Man is a mindset as well as a festival. Some of the group's values include a radical inclusion, self reliance, self expression, community cooperation. Okay, anyway, sum it all up, they're kind of like hippy dippy free spirits, gypsy type people. You know,
Mhm.
it's cool. The community celebrates by combining all of their individual talents to create artistic sculptures, buildings, performances, art cars, and more that all participants can enjoy. The event culminates in the burning of a large wooden man, which has reached the height of 105 feet in recent years. After the event, the festival goers aim to leave no trace of their activities by restoring the environment to exactly as it was when they arrived.
That's good. That's the part of it where I'm like, good job on you.
But if you Google Burning Man, they're like the costumes that people wear are super intricate and
Mhm.
just it's just weird, bizarre, like desert rave. It's basically like a desert rave.
Yeah,
And
for
these some of these sculptures that they make are just I can't even describe them. They're crazy. It's
yeah.
amazing that people are able to make this and then completely take it down and
Oh, it's like art school. It's like that thing that they teach you very young in art school, where you're like, you cannot keep everything that you make, which in some ways is very sad, but it's cool that you made it. I don't know.
they taught you that in art school?
Well, so in my first, I think it was 3D design. So we had to, our assignment was we got a rubber lobster and we had to sculpt it out of clay and wire and make it exactly like this lobster. So you put like hours upon hours, like probably 2 to 3 solid weeks into this thing. And then we get to class that day and she's like, okay, after I grade them, you get to destroy it. And we're like, uh, okay. And so after she graded us, gave us her grade, she's like, okay, now I can start dismantling it. And we're like, cool. So yeah,
Did you smash it?
I don't think I think well, there's wire in it to hold the legs together, so I couldn't really
Oh,
smash it right away. So I took
I
off
would
the
have
legs and then,
I would have just chucked it in the trash.
well, she wanted to reuse the clay, so
Oh, okay. That's lame.
yeah, so that was part of it too. But
Ew, she wants to reuse the clay after
yeah,
everyone was like touching it.
yeah, weird. Yeah.
Not sanitary at all. We move on to number one.
All right. All right. Let me move on.
To number one. La Tomatina in Valencia, Spain. The Spanish Tomato Festival
Oh,
has
I've seen
run
this.
annually in August during a week-long celebration in Bonol since 1945, when a rowdy crowd took the tomatoes from a vegetable stall and started a food fight. The hour-long tomato fight used an estimated 145,000 kilograms of tomatoes in 2015. Since 2013, the Tomato Throwing Festival has been a ticketed event to limit participants to just 20,000 people.
Just
Before
20.
then, yeah, just 20,000. Oh my gosh. Before then, up to 50,000 people had been reported like to be involved in the food fight. After an hour of free for all tomato tossing, like tomato chucking, trucks spray down the streets and many participants wash themselves in like a famous pool.
That's nuts. So I feel bad for this poor, like, if it's like farm stand, like this person that had this nice tomato stand, all of a sudden people just started taking tomatoes and chucking them at each other.
That's how it started, yeah, but
It's like,
now it's
yeah,
an organized event
yeah.
where only 20,000 people can go there.
Only, yeah, I've seen photos of it just covered in tomato juice.
It looks like a war. Oh, it was canceled for this year. The
Well,
2021 La Tomatina was canceled. Well, duh, but
yeah, I mean, did they have it last year? Or no?
no.
Okay. I was gonna say, because that's a lot of people to put into one little
Yeah.
space.
The pictures look disgusting. There's so many tomatoes that the juice just accumulates on the ground, so you're just walking through like tomato sludge.
Yeah. It looks like
No thanks.
looks like there's several other like food fight kind of related traditions. So there's one in Greece. It's called Clean Monday Flour War. It dates back to the 19th century. There's one in England. It's the World Custard Pie Championship. And dates back to 1967. As a way, inspired by Charlie Chaplin as a way to raise funds for Village Hall.
Are
Of,
they throwing pies? Custard,
let's
what's
see.
that? I don't even know what custard is.
Yeah, so it says, bring your friends along for the ride as you need a team of 4 people to take part. The rules consist of teams wearing fancy dress and throwing pies off a table and try to hit their other opponents. You get 6 points for a pie in the face, 5 for the chest, 3 for the arm, and if you miss 3 times in a row, points are deducted. Challenge rival teams such as Fairy Cakes, 3 men and a pie, custardy, to be declared the champ. Yeah, so I think, just throwing pies at each other. Then there's there's actually a wine fight in Spain as well.
I do that.
Wine
I do the wine fight.
fight.
It's not like bottles, right?
Oh, it looks like, let's
Is
see.
it like you're not like chucking? There's no way you're
You
chucking
can't throw
bottles.
glass. No. It
'Cause that
says
would actually be like a
illegal.
fatal fight.
Yeah. And it says the whole town of Haro, I believe is how you say it, in the famous wine region of La Rioja, or La Rioja.
Who knows? We butcher everything.
I'm sorry. In the north of Spain, take to the streets in the epic celebration of a wine battle, or vino, I think it's vino, Vino, or otherwise known as a wine battle. Grab a container, bottle, bucket, or water pistol, and spray down everyone until it's purple. Eat incredible tapas, run around the bull ring, and later on head into party. This fiesta is not one to be missed. So basically grab whatever vessel you want and throw wine at each other.
I would just have my mouth open, like, trying to catch it all.
Just drink it all.
Gotta catch them all!
Pokemon. And then there's also a battle of the oranges in Italy.
There's a lot of food. People are just, adults are children in big bodies. I mean.
Yeah, we're just larger children.
Alright, that was my list. That was my top 10.
It's a fantastic list.
Thank you. I think my favorite one was the baby jumping festival. Because I was so when I was like looking up like celebrations, I was just so horrified by the title, like the baby jumping festival. I was like, what?
There's a lot of ways that title can go.
I know. Did you have a favorite one?
I think my favorite is a cheese chasing. I mean, it just sounds so funny. I've seen videos of it. I think, isn't that hill super steep too? So if you trip, you fall.
It's very steep. And before it was unorganized like it is now, when it was organized, they would like go through the hill and take away like any large rocks or anything that could be that you could like seriously injure
yourself
you.
on. Yeah.
Yeah. I think people have like broken legs and
they have.
stuff like that, definitely.
Yes. And now, your useless fact of the day by Kendra.
Thank you, Katrina. Okay, today's useless fact of the day is sunglasses were originally designed for Chinese judges to hide their facial expressions during court.
Oh.
So, we use sunglasses as like protective eyewear, from the sun rays so they don't damage our eyes. So they're a fashion accessory, but sunglasses were originally made out of smoky quartz in the 12th century in China, and they were used by judges to mask their emotions when they were questioning witnesses.
So were they like the same size as we have today, or did they cover more of their face?
That's a great question.
Because the eyes tell a lot about your emotions, but I feel like hiding more of your face than just your eyes might help more, but I don't know.
Here we go. So they were a crude slab of smoked quartz that was made to block out the light from the sun. The primitive frames were roughly shaped frame to hold them against the user's face. The darkened lenses made only for the very rich were not vision corrected, nor they did not protect you from UV rays, obviously.
That's a pretty smart tool, though. Because when were commercial, like today, sunglasses actually made? Because it would have to be after, I feel like, normal glasses and like bifocals and stuff, right?
Let's look it up. I always thought the Eskimos invented
really?
sunglasses because they would use like whale bone.
Oh.
And they'd put it'd be to like block out the sunlight coming off of the snow, like the reflections from the snow, because you get like snow blindness.
Yeah.
So, but they didn't have like lenses in there.
Mm-hmm.
It would just look like a superhero mask that they would put like around their eyes, and there would be little slits.
Huh. Okay.
I always thought that was considered as like sunglasses, but I was not correct.
It just reminds me of like those shutter glasses from, isn't it the 80s? We just have
shutter frame glasses.
Mm-hmm. It says the modern day sunglasses were invented in the 1920s.
Cool.
Yeah, and it said that they were especially popular among movie stars. And then the mass-produced sunglasses made from celluloid were first produced by Sam Foster in 1929.
Foster Grant.
Yeah.
Foster Grant sunglasses. Yeah, so the earliest historical reference to sunglasses dates back to ancient China and Rome. The Roman Emperor Nero watched gladiator fights through polished gems.
Oh wow. So it wasn't the quartz, it was like actual gems then that he had?
Yeah, because he was the
Okay.
emperor, so wealthy.
Yeah.
But it says that in China, the wealthy use the quartz sunglasses to not block out the sun, but sort of give them like a teensy tiny bit of relief. But yes, they were used by judges in ancient Chinese courts to hide their facial expressions when they interrogated their witnesses. Thus ends my segment.
And this concludes your random fact of the day with Kendra. Thank you so much, Wanderers, for joining us on our special
10th anniversary, not 10th anniversary,
not quite
10th episode.
the 10th episode extravaganza.
Extravaganza. New episodes of the Foolish Wanderers podcast come out every Wednesday at noon. That is noon Central Time, North America. All right, till next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Should I like some fun salsa music or something? It's like
Salsa.
salsa.
I want to eat salsa. I want to dance salsa. I want to be salsa. Salsa in me, salsa everywhere.
How do you be salsa?
That is for me to know and for you to find out.
Or never find out.
Yeah, probably never find out.
All right.